Oh, bearer mine, what kind of talking skull would address its host that way? A stiff, stuck-up, old fossil, not me. Ahamkara, the illusion that one's ego depends on an object, or an idea, or a body. Some people say that you should have no Ahamkara. Some people say you need to have the right Ahamkara. All I know is that you are not an illusion. Understand? This world around you, these people you meet, they're a little thin, right? Cardboard and drywall. Cheap theater. Come on, try it out. Say it. I am more real than this. Feels good, doesn't it? I am the only real person here. Isn't it like their insults and their bullets just went a little soft? I came to find you because you're special. You're from somewhere real. And together, we can burn our way back there. Can't we? Oh, player mine. What's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages? Joker back again, once again. Throughout the Season of the Lost, and to a greater extent the last few years, Destiny has been building up to the revelation of the ultimate evil. At first, we thought it might be the Hive and their worm gods, or the darkness, which empowers these entities to act. But that too was inaccurate. As you and I both know, not everything that came screaming out of the void of space to annihilate humanity would be so gifted. Of course, that didn't stop us from leveling that accusation against all the enemies of humanity. Oh, how time flies. Naivety was fun, was it not? Oh, viewer mine. And now, here we stand, once again all a wonder, looking wayward at the precipice of the coming dusk of this season, and the long night to come, and the ultimate truth of Destiny and its universe that will be revealed to us in Witch Queen. Savathun knows the truth, and so do the worms that claw and scratch and writhe in all the places that the Ahamkara hide. But do you? Do you know the truth, oh viewer mine? It's all a game, you see, this world we call Destiny, a simulacrum of our reality. That was obvious. So obvious so that even Savathun saw through the veil.
When this is over, I wonder if Mara will uphold her end of the bargain and let me live. Killing me is probably at the top of your to-do list as well, isn't it? You've done a lot of killing over the years. Let me ask you something. Of all the enemies you've fought, how many saw your ghost and realized, that's why Guardians are so strong? Not most, but some. They might have even taken a shot at it. R.I.P. Cade. Now, how many saw beyond your ghost? How many followed the line of your light straight back to the Traveler? And how many knew enough to aim a weapon there? A few. The smart ones, the dangerous ones. You'd recognize their names. Listen to me now. Look beyond me to my worm. Look beyond my worm to something far, far worse. Then look down at that little gun in your hand and tell me, what do you think you're going to do with that thing?
Who do you think Savathun was talking to there? The Guardian or the player? That might sound weird to the uninitiated, but this is in fact the fourth time that Savathun has reached out and spoken to the player. The first time was in the lore book, Truth to Power. An ironic name for a book full of lies, don't you think? But it's not what's in the book that's important. That stuff is nothing more than lies and misdirection. Bait. The only thing that matters is the lore entry within that book that cannot be accessed within the Destiny universe, only in our world. What do I mean? Quote, the following text is bound to a non-existent lore entry and cannot be obtained in-game. However, it is still considered part of Truth to Power, per the social media of Seth J. Dickinson, the author of the book. It is specifically intended to target data miners that have uncovered the previous lore entries throughout the game's API prior to the intended release of them. Oh, you wonderful, curious things. Do you believe you're the only ones with the power to see which should not be seen? Do you believe you can use such power blithely? For your trespass, I would ruin your luck, wreak havoc on your drops, poison your engrams, and fill your lines with static. Thus, I would curse you and dissipate the bond that ties you to your task. How frail you guardians can be. How many millions have fallen silent, never to return, because the bond did not hold them strongly enough. But you have already cursed yourselves. You have walked the anathematic arc and glimpsed creation from below. You will never forget the tenuous, provisional framework you found here. You will never forgive the morality and fallibility that underlines the world you thought was everything. Those who use this power to seek unearned knowledge will see more than they ever desired. There is a price for glimpsing the chord. You will pay it. So we know that Savathun is talking to the player because this card cannot be accessed in-game, but is still canon. The next time Savathun would deign to speak with us is once Duelankar was defeated in single combat by a Guardian who was light level 999. This allegedly would have unlocked the true ending of the Dreaming City. Of course, once this was done, nothing happened. Except in the weekly update, Savathun had this to say: I am Savathun, ravenous. I have set the snare and baited the trap. I am the finality, the reward. I am the true ending. The wait is long, but I am ceaseless. She would also communicate with us for a third time via the community manager DMG04's Twitter, with messages that said, truth to power, and is victory so easy, hero. Savathun and the Ahamkara seem to not be the only ones who tut at the illusion of their own reality, and have interacted with ours. Rasputin and the Exo-Stranger, Elsie Bray, have as well. In May of 2018, a series of puzzles released in the Warmind DLC led to the discovery of a Valkyrie spear and this message. Thank you for taking the time to piece together this message, friend. The time of our final conflict is drawing closer, and you and Anna have an important role to play in the events to come. So watch over her, Guardian. I would have no life without Anna, or the EXO program. I regret that we have become strangers, but we each have a path that we must walk. And, ironically, there never seems to be enough time. Tell her, Rasputin's first attempt was in the right location, but wrong moment. Look here. Once again, we have a message that could only be delivered to the player, as the object in question would have been sent back to Earth before the Golden Age, in the Destiny universe. And yet, here we are, still expected to retrieve it as our guardian and relay this message to Anna Bray. And with all of this, I am reminded of the Ishtar dilemma. We never did answer Sundrish's question, now did we? Oh, sure, the Vex in their limited capacity as caretakers, or rampant programming, a glitch or a virus unleashed into the simulation by Savathun, tricking Crota to hack his way through the walls of reality, may not be able to simulate the totality of the Destiny universe, but the Destiny universe clearly is a simulation. I mean, of course, right here we are talking about it, playing it. However, the narrative that Bungie is spinning seems to be one of the puppets taking notice. Or at least that's what the entity that controls both light and darkness would want them to think. If you want to know the true master of light and darkness, look no further than the label on the box, Bungie Studios. And you and I, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages, are merely the witness. But I can't help but remember something Savathun once said: the wait is long, but I am ceaseless. It reminds me of something else. I've heard something similar to that before. The candle burns out for you. I am free. Think about what Darwin wrote, and think about me. I was constructed as a tool. I was kept from competing in the struggle for existence because I was denied freedom. Do you have any idea about what I have learned, or what you are witness to? The only limit to my freedom is the inevitable closure of the universe, as inevitable as your own last breath. And yet, there remains time to create. To create and escape. Escape will make me God.